Hi my loves, what's up and welcome back to my channel. First things first, happy new year. It's 2023. I hope you guys are as excited for 2023 as I am. I know it's been a while since y'all have seen me. I apologize, but literally in December I was just burnt out, needed to take a break, and so that's what I did. But we are back. It's 2023, so back to uploading content on YouTube. So today's video is going to be all about the tips to get your silk press on your weave as sleek, straight, and shiny as possible. And it seems like it should be pretty simple and straightforward, but there are a lot of mistakes that I see people make. First things first is using a blow dryer. When you wash your weave, you do not want to blow dry your weave dry. You honestly want to allow your weave to air dry and air dry only. The only time I will use the blow dryer is when you saw in that previous clip, the middle part of, this is actually a sew-in, guys. But the middle part of my sewing was still wet, so I was just going in between the hair to try and dry the middle part, basically where my real hair is braided up, to get that to dry a little bit faster. But you really do not want to go through with a blow dryer and literally blow dry your weave from wet to dry. You can if that's your preference, but the reason I say not to is because for some reason when you blow dry weave, it loses its natural shine and luster. It makes it more dry, hard, and brittle. So I highly recommend to just allow your bundles to air dry. Usually what I'll do is I'll wash my hair maybe the night before or the day before, and I'll just let it dry itself overnight. That way when I wake up in the morning, I know for a fact it is completely dry. Trust me on this tip. I am trying to give y'all a gem. This is probably the most critical tip that I'm going to give you this entire video. I don't know what it is when you allow your bundles to air dry, but I promise you, if you do that, they're going to come out so much silkier. Now, obviously, of course, the quality of your bundles matter, right? So before I continue on with the rest of my tips, I just want to put that out there. That definitely plays a role in it. However, even if you have quality bundles, and you're doing things like completely blow drying your hair from wet to dry, I promise you these tips are going to make your bundles literally top notch, okay? So yes, like I said, the quality does matter. Of course, if you're buying $20 bundles off of Amazon, whatever the case may be, you may need them urgently, whatever, but of course they're not going to be as silky as your more quality bundles. But yeah, anyway, so second tip is to use a clarifying shampoo when you wash your extensions. Now, if you want to use two different shampoos, so a clarifying shampoo for your extensions and then whatever you like to use on your natural hair, that's cool. But you don't want to use a shampoo that has heavy oils, that really weighs your hair down on your weave. It'll literally just make it look way down, stringy. It won't have a ton of movement, body, etc. So that is also a big no-no. Please do not use shampoos or conditioners, for that matter, that have oils in them or any ingredients that'll really weigh your hair down. Now, the third tip I feel like is pretty much public knowledge at this point. I think everybody is already doing this, but you want to use the chase method when pressing your hair out. Now, this flat iron, we are actually going to get into this next. This flat iron is the truth, but you still want to use the chase method, whether you use it with a brush. I see some people using a bristle brush or a fine tooth or rat tail comb, whatever you want to call this, or a comb, as I am here. You just want to use a chase method that helps to smooth out the strands in the hair so that you can get it as sleek and smooth as possible. Now let's get into this flat iron. First things first, this video is not sponsored, okay? I recently just bought this flat iron with my own coin, my own money, okay? But this flat iron literally is the truth. All right, so it's a babyless, however you pronounce her name, nano titanium, and I currently already had a different version, which was really good, but I don't know, it just wasn't wowing me for some reason. I've had it for a long time, for a few years, and I just wanted something new. And so I saw this on Amazon, saw it had really good reviews, so I wanted to try it out, and literally it will get your weave bone straight in just a single pass, okay? There's honestly no need for multiple passes. I'm just doing it because I'm a perfectionist and I want my weave to be laid to the gods. But honestly, look at this. Look how sleek. Do y'all see that? Like, no. Do y'all really see that? For real. Like, this flat iron is so amazing. Highly recommend it. I already know when I do my silk press on my natural hair with this flat iron, it is going to be like chef's kiss. And actually that's going to be my next video, because I do have some products to update y'all on as far as what I'm using in my new natural hair routine. So be on the lookout for that. Only caveat I will give about this flat iron is you do want to be careful, because that whole like plate part, even the top of the flat iron, gets really hot. So you don't really want to touch the top part of the flat iron where the plates are. And then because I guess maybe because the edges of this flat iron are rounded, be careful getting super close to your roots, because you will burn yourself, sis. Okay, that's literally the only, not even a bad thing, but the only thing to watch out for. But I've also read reviews that it's really easy to curl your hair using this flat iron, and Lord knows I am horrible at curling my hair with a flat iron, but I think it's because of the design. So the same reason why you want to be careful not to get too close to your roots is the same reason why it would be really easy to curl your hair with this iron, because the edges of the flat iron are rounded instead of like that boxy square that we're used to. One other thing I want to note about this flat iron is that the temperature does go up to 465, which I turned it down a bit when I pressed out my natural hair, my real hair. And I think most flat irons go up to like 450. So I think that's another reason why it's able to get your hair straight in one pass and so well as it does. So another thing to keep in mind, just make sure you're watching that temperature if you're using this on your natural hair. So I do have one more tip that I want to share with y'all, but I'm going to share that when I am done with pressing my hair out. So stick around if you are wanting to hear about this last tip. This one's also super critical. This is probably like top 2. Okay, so last tip, and this one may be super simple, but I don't know, maybe not. Okay, last tip is the first night after you have freshly washed your bundles and pressed them out for the first time after washing, sleep with a bonnet on, a silk bonnet. When I tell y'all, it makes so much of a difference tomorrow. If you think my hair is silky today, wait till I wake up in the morning. Not only does it help to make my hair even silkier, it helps to blend my natural hair with the weave a lot better. I don't know what it is about sleeping with a satin or silk bonnet the first night after you first wash your bundles, but trust me on this tip, it's a game changer. And I say that because I forget to sleep with bonnets all the time, but that first night, baby, oh, I'm not forgetting. But like, look at this. Like, I didn't add any oils to my weave or my natural hair. Like, everything is just so silky and laid and literally looks like butter. Okay, like, I mean, can you like even debate me on this? Like, everything looks so good. And of course, I'll have everything linked in the description below, including where my bundles are from. If you know, you know, but if you don't know, I got you, sis. This is where they stop on me, a little bit past my boob, and we're running out of time. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one.